Welcome, Renee. Nice to see you again.
Oh, hello, Glenn. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I log in not with my own account, I still get my face as a panelist. Not sure why, but yeah, I won't be the one training tonight, but great to see you again, though, as always.
Yes, we got to see Renee this morning at the office. We were doing a little training with some of our new team members, and Renee joined us to help explain some of the complexities of the comp plan to us. And we once again appreciate your participation today, Renee. We know your time is stretched thin with all your activities.
Actually, I wanted to commend you because I was looking at the little training tool that you made for your team. So what Glenn did here, ladies and gentlemen, was he was trying to make a simplified version of the new LAP promotion. And so I think it was a fantastic little write-up. And yeah, congratulations to you on making that little tool for your team. It's wonderful. I enjoyed going through that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wonderful job.
All right, looks like our guest speaker has arrived. So, Danielle, I always have to ask because one never knows with you. So, which part of the world are you calling in from today?
I love that. I'm in Mexico City.
Ah, very nice, very nice. In a
Mexico,
previous life,
Mexico.
yes, in a previous life as an airline pilot, I used to do a lot of layovers in Mexico City.
Of course. Come, come. Let me see.
All right, we'll just wait another minute or so for folks to log in, and then we will get started with uh, with our time talk tonight. Looking forward to that. Got my
I'm
notebook
making, I'm
and pen
seeing
all ready
the
to go. And we'll just wait one more minute before we get going here. And so I'm pretty sure, Daniela, that you did not get snow today where you are.
exactly. Let me
Yeah.
just flip
If you like,
this.
I can box some up for you and send some your way. We have extra here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right. Just thought
I'm
I would
changing my
offer.
background because I couldn't read Opulence. It's flipped over, so I don't think people can actually read it properly, but I changed it for this. Hi, Renee. Sorry, I got in the middle of the call.
All right. Welcome to those who've just joined us. And feel free to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. And I think without further ado, I will introduce our guest speaker for tonight, Daniela Ferreira. Daniela has nearly 2 decades of experience in direct sales. She began her journey at Opulence Global as a distributor, and in 2016, she joined the corporate team as the sales development manager to create strategies for all entrepreneurs at the company to reach their potential in growing their businesses. After over 7 years of being on the corporate team, she believes she was best suited to continue her dream of building Opulence Global in her home country of Mexico in the field. So in 2024, Daniela restarted her journey as a lifestyle director too of the company, working on the Mexico expansion and continuing to support others in the company to grow their businesses as a master distributor. Daniela donates her time, skills, and resources to different nonprofit organizations and helps entrepreneurs achieve their highest potential. So please help me welcoming Daniela to tonight's talk. It's all
All
yours.
right. Thank you so much. Amazing hosting. And I do have the privilege of having our CEO in the house. Welcome, CEO Ramin. How are you?
That's fantastic. Actually, we released something really big yesterday, and I wanted to spend about 10 minutes on it. We can do this before you start or at the end. Which one would you like?
Either or. I'm ready.
Okay, you know what? Why don't you continue? And at the end, we'll all have some fun with my topic. Let's say what if you can get yours done 45, we get last 15 on this crazy thing that we just did.
Fantastic. I'll keep it on 45. Actually, this is a great topic. And when Rico, our sales development manager in Asia, called me, like, Danny, let's train our team on this. They've been wanting to learn how to manage their time effectively. So I said, okay, I'm up for the challenge. Let's do this. And I've been giving this workshop now for, when Glenn was telling my bio, now it's going to be almost 20 years that I've been in this industry. And this has worked for me incredibly. So today I'm going to share some of those insights, and I'm hoping that this can also help your business keep it organized so that you can get the best out of it. And it's going to be a workshop, so hands on deck. Make sure you have your paper, your pen, and then you can take notes as I am talking. The idea of this workshop is for every single one of you to realize where are the loopholes in your day-to-day life so that you can actually see the potential timing that you are either wasting or that you can invest in your Opulence Global business. With this workshop, what I love, and I really get excited when I see other people doing this workshop and looking at their agendas and their schedules and going like, oh my God, like there is no way I would have time for a part-time business. And then after we do the workshop, I show them, with like proof in front of them that they can actually have enough time to build an Opulence Global business. So today it's all about timing. It's all about managing what we're doing. And I hope that all of you have this call in your agendas or in your weekly planner so that every single week you can make sure you don't miss these calls. So let's start it with this phrase that I absolutely love. It's plan your work and work your plan. There is no way anything in your business is going to work if you don't have a plan for it. If you are not actually working on every single day or the days that you choose for your business in order to make it happen. So the number one thing you need to do today, right now, it's make a decision and write it down. Make a decision. By the way, if you don't decide anything, is also a decision. And I love this because not deciding is also a decision. You're choosing not to decide or make a decision on something you want to do, whether it's in your business, in your health, in your family, in your money, in your finances, whatever it is. Everything goes down to a decision. Okay? So make sure that today you are choosing, you're putting in your planning or in your agenda, what is the decision you're making for your business? Okay? And then we're going to have this attitude from the moment we wake up. Because what I find out is that sometimes as entrepreneurs, we wake up and then we're like, okay, what do I have for today? No, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like, okay, do I have something for today? Like, what am I supposed to do today? No, that's supposed to be done the day before, right? You need to know with your positive attitude what it is that your day is going to look like. And now I want you to divide those goals, whichever goals you have. And today we're focusing on every single week of our lifestyle, what it is that we're doing on a weekly basis so that we can accommodate everything we want to make it happen on that particular month. So I want you to divide those goals into your personal goals, your health goals, your family goals, and of course, your community goals. Because in my case, for example, I don't have children. But, I know many of you as parents are very, very involved in the activities of your children. It could be in school activities. You could be part of the board at school. It could be that you go to all their sports games. And it could be that you want to travel together with them or take them on vacation. And by the way, December is a crucial month to close your 2025 year strong. Why? Number one is because it's holiday season. So a bigger part of our month goes into social gatherings and parties and, family time and all of those things. So we want to make sure that we are separating enough time from all of those commitments so that we can accomplish our business goals. And of course, part of this is implementing new personal growth habits. It could be your journal. I have shared this with you. I have it right here, right? It's like if you like to do journalism and write every day about your day and what it is that you're doing, I want to share with you that I have my gratitude journal, and this is what I practice myself. And sometimes we just don't realize how blessed we are, and by being thankful of the things and having gratitude for all that we have, it helps us to grow personally. And of course, something very important that I have to share with you that it helps a lot on a daily basis for your personal growth is having a power hour. An hour of your day where you're going to split the time to make sure that you are accomplishing personal goals. It could be your faith, it could be meditation, it could be praying, it could be even exercising. Some of us, for example, like to do walks outside, or perhaps go to the gym, or using this hour particularly to invest in yourself. I find that a lot of times when I speak to entrepreneurs, or even to an average person, they're always working or doing things for other people other than themselves. And remember last week in our training, I shared with you, we were talking about personal care, and I asked you to share with me what are the things that you do to personally care for yourself. So this is the same way. It could be with your products, but in this case, it's more for your personal growth. So plan your work and then go work that plan, okay? So whatever it is that you're choosing or that goal for this month, all you're gonna do is you're gonna plan it and you're gonna put it in paper. As much as I love my cell phone, and as much as we always say to people, everything is in my head, like I know exactly what I have to do. If you write it down, if you put it down, it's a lot easier and it helps you be accountable. If you don't have a power partner like myself that I'm working with, Obdulia, and we catch to each other every day, we're looking at like our activities. But if you don't have a power partner yet, like just talk to a partner here or text me and we can keep each other accountable. And this is going to help our organization to continue to grow and of course to achieve the next higher level. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing this workshop, but I want to ask you first, are you committed? And this is very serious because I find a lot of times that we are in the business, we love the business, we love our products, we go to our weekly tour, excuse me. What is our commitment? Is my commitment to come every week? Is my commitment to come and help Renee at the door? Is my commitment to come and help Renee to do the presentation? Like, what is your commitment? Like, are you committed to your Opulence Global business? Are you deciding and making that decision of what you want to accomplish in your business? Because what happens is that a lot of times we are just going day by day, month by month, year after year, and then we don't accomplish what we wanted it. But it is simply because we never wanted it so bad in the first place. So we didn't actually do the activities that we needed to do in order to accomplish that goal. So time management comes in here very crucial, because if we go day by day, all of a sudden the month is over and we finished. And like, for example, November the 30th, it was like 11:30 for us in Mexico. We're 1 hour behind, so our month closes an hour earlier. And still, we had 30 days to accomplish it. But last minute, we're getting vouchers for our LAPs, and we were like closing, and then we were like pre-orders of, collagen, and it was like until the last minute, because we already know a lot of people are just not doing it in advance. But I had set up my mind, right, that this month, there is no way I'm going to be in Paris, France on the 31st, but the Eiffel Tower closing my month with Opulence. There is no way that's going to happen. So I'm finishing my month earlier. I'm qualifying for my bonuses earlier, and I'm done for the year because I want to start my 2026 and having the best year of my entire life. And it's coming. So I want you to write down, what's your promise? Are you going to do this business part-time? Give me 5 hours a week, 5 hours a week. Are you going to do it full-time? How many hours in your agenda, in your space, in your mindset? And I want you to write it down at the top of your paper, because if you don't know how many hours you're going to invest in your Opulence Global business, you don't know where to allocate that time. Nora, I love it. You're putting 8 hours in your business. And today, after this workshop, You're going to figure it out. You're going to see in your own notebooks how many hours do you actually have strongly to build your business. And I'm going to help you identify areas where you can delegate things to have and allocate more time to make sure you accomplish your Opulence Global business goals. Because it's very easy to go say, oh, yes, you do 4 tours, you have an LA, and then you're done. You do your PV and then you qualify. Yeah, it's very easy to say it. But when I actually look at the agendas, and when I sit down with you on a one-on-one base, and I know that you don't even have the 8 hours, Nora, you don't even have the 8 hours in order to put into your business, and you expect your business to pay you as if you actually work the 8 hours. Then everybody goes like, wow. They're in awe because we're just not managing our time effectively. So it's like going somewhere without knowing we're going somewhere, you know, but it's like, you're going there, right? So once that happens, it's like, I know I need to make it happen. So write down, if you're going to be working this business part-time, how many hours you're going to put into the business. Because at the end of the workshop, I'm going to go back to this slide, and then you're going to compare if what you're actually putting is what it actually happens in your real life. And you know why this happens is because sometimes, as I said, maybe I had put in my agenda that I was going to take 1 hour commute because Mexico City's traffic is heavy. And maybe it took me more than an hour. So now I use my traffic time, which is usually an hour and a half or 2 hours that I'm stuck in traffic. And I'm on the phone and we're following up and we're like calling people because I need to use my time wisely. Okay, are you ready? Awesome. Okay, my 3 favorite words that I have for you, and I want you to think of them. Are you willing to work, risk, and sacrifice? Work, risk, and sacrifice. These has been, I would say, the most impactful words in my business, because every time something goes wrong or something goes bad or anything, I am also reminding me, am I willing to work, risk, and sacrifice? And I have worked, I have risked, and I have sacrificed many, many hours. I have sacrificed my family. I have sacrificed, right? Things that I didn't want to do. Maybe moments where I was fearful. I was scared, right? And I felt the fear, like, what if this doesn't work? What if I'm investing all this time, all this money, and then it doesn't work? What if, right? But I want you to always ask yourself, am I willing to work, risk, and sacrifice to make my goal or my dream happen? So what am I doing today to get me closer to what I'm willing to work, risk, and sacrifice? Right? Now, are you going to stand up and go be ready and do it over again and over again and over again until it happens? Well, if you're expecting this, a different result, or you're doing the same activity, that's called insanity. So I need to be able to change. I need to be able to keep always, a checkup from my neck up and say, I need to become better at this. I need to become better at that. I want to become a better version of myself in this area. I need to become better, at following up with people. I need to become better at calling back my prospects when I promise them I'm going to call them back. And for that, I need to be present in the moment. How do I get myself to be present in the moment? So if I'm speaking to a prospect, like I just finished a 40-minute conversation with a prospect that she wanted to buy Fountain of Life. And she's a person that knows a lot about premium supplements. Okay, this is how I'm targeting my product in Mexico. This is a premium quality supplement. And she was telling me some prices of supplements that are coming from the United States that are like $300 versus my $100 product. And she was like, wow. She went into our Facebook page. She looked at, several different types of results and testimonials. And she was like, wow. Right? She made exactly the question she needed to ask me. I was 100% present in my moment. I am not thinking that I have to go run to prepare for my other call. I am there because in my agenda, in my weekly planner, I have said I have this time for my Opulence Global Business. And today, by the way, I am going to share with you my weekly planner. So you're going to see how is it that I plan my work so that I can get my things done, okay? And I want to share it with you so that all of you can use it in your business. It's very easy. It's very simple. I color code everything, right? But it helps you keep yourself accountable so that if at any given point it doesn't happen, you know where to become better. This is not to say, oh, you didn't do it right. This is not to say, oh, you fail at this, you fail at that, this didn't happen, this didn't happen. No. Is so that you can do a checkup from the neck up and you can become a better version of you. So all of this training is really to help you set up time so that your priorities are always in place and you can have a balanced life. So I use color coding for my time. And the reason why I use color coding for my time is because now I know I'm always looking for the green spots because that's where I make money. Okay? So I want you to, look at our calendar, and I'm gonna show it to you in a minute, where you have Monday to Sunday from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. or whatever time you want to see on a daily basis, right? So my job time, I have it in white. And the reason why I have it in white is because I like to make a lot of notes so I can have cancellations or somebody last minute didn't show up the tour, or if somebody wants to, book another appointment. I always tell them this is a tentative booking in case they need to cancel it, they feel free so that I know in advance if one of my prospects is not going to show up, at least I can have a better use of my time. Okay, so all my job time is white. I have my yellow for church time on Sundays. My family time is in blue. My pink is office time, where I only actually need 1 hour a week because I don't want to be in my office more than an hour. Why? Because in my office, I'm not making money. And when I say in your office means fixing up your inventory, accommodating your jewelry, counting how many fountain of life bottles you have, right? Those are the activities that you can actually delegate to your children maybe, or somebody that is helping you. I don't want you to spend much time there, but you still have to put it. You still have to put it. And you're going to be surprised at all the things that we're going to put in our agendas, because the more things you put in there, the easier it's going to be for you to realize how many truthful hours you have for your business. So in green, I put all my sales and my tours because that's where I make the money. And then black, I put my phone time, which is usually 1 hour a day that I have selected already to make all my phone calls. And that includes all my customers, people that I'm doing follow-ups with. It could be all day WhatsApps, because mostly my conversations happen on WhatsApp. So I'm literally living on WhatsApp 24/7. Now, we don't like it a lot of times to make phone calls. I find that this is one of the most important things in our business, but that a lot of us neglect to do. We don't like it, but we must do it. So a lot of people like to do planning on Sunday night so that you know exactly how your week is going to look like. So you can actually make phone calls and confirm appointments for the week to follow up. Nowadays, I find that you can actually do confirmations by text. So it's just a perfect way to help you target it, make it fast, do it every day. Don't take 4 hours to respond. And it's like you are just there for your customers. I realize the more, actually, we have shared with you that we are running campaigns on social media, because like Obdulia and I are building on a completely new market where nobody knows about us. And believe it or not, Like the questions people ask are crazy. So people are just browsing on the internet on a Sunday at 11 p.m. and they expect somebody to respond to them at 11 p.m. Right? So you can't, you have to have a balance between that, because nowadays people are so used to the instant gratification, which is getting the information at their fingertips like right away. So we are getting ready for that. Okay? But with this, I know that in my phone time, I can include my weekly tours. I can include my time with my leaders. I can include time with my fives. I can include everything that's relevant into my business so I don't miss it. Right? So my Saturday training is there. My Tuesday training is there. My Monday product call is there. So I know whether it rains or it shines, I am going to show up to these trainings. Right? So now I have a plan. I have confirmations, I have appointments, so I know what my target for that week is. Because I find that a lot of people in Mexico, for example, are telling us, okay, I'm okay with 5,000 pesos, which is like, I don't know, $300. I need to show them where in their busy schedule I am going to accommodate sales, or I'm going to accommodate a tour, or I'm going to accommodate an interview with a prospect so that they can actually earn the $300. Or the $500 or the $1,000 or whatever, right? So we also need to make sure that, and that's a separate training, that's for money management, but I need to make sure that my time and my money are balanced so that the amount of time that I'm saying I'm putting into my business is going to bring me in real life what I am expecting to earn, okay? And then in red, I put my personal time or time with your family so that you can put all your week together and you make it like, how would you like it to go? Okay, this is like the perfect, you know how when we train Complan is, they call them the Mickey Mouse number. This is like the perfect world where two get two and those two get two and then you are LD1, so on and so forth. Same thing happens with your weekly planning, because I need to have an idea of how my week is going to look like so that I'm ready to accommodate things that could change and appointments that might move, right? After my 40-minute conversation I had today with this prospect, she's like, okay, I want 1 bottle of Fountain of Life. I am going to meet you next week. I live on the other side of the city, right? So I need to plan it ahead so that I can move my hours, my commute, my personal time, my gym, like the things that are important to me so that I can accommodate this customer, right? Now, a tip I'm going to give you is that you want to have one of these planning sheets on your desk, and then you're going to chart how it really went. This way, at the end of the week, next Sunday, you can do this checkup and realize if you are actually committed. This is only for yourself. No one's going to judge you. This is going to help you realize whether you are actually committed with your business. Because I find that we love to dream. We love the lifestyle. Everybody wants what I have. Everybody wants to have the lifestyle that I have, but they are not willing to pay the price to make it happen. So my question to you is, have you ever been in a situation where there is something you want and then you go like, oh no, but no, I don't have the money. No, I can't. No, I think maybe next year, you know, when I am at a better position. And then we start automatically already procrastinating on a decision or something we thought we wanted it to have. Agree? Have you ever been there? I'm guilty, right? Like before I even start, before I even plan, before, like, it's just a dream, right? And all of a sudden I'm already thinking that, oh no, like there's no way I can do this. Because you already know your commitment. You already know what you can do. You already know what you're willing to work, what you're willing to risk, and what you're willing to sacrifice. Okay? So, are you ready to have a balanced life? What are you willing? My next question. What are you willing to change to make your business more successful? And I love this photo I created because in order to have a balanced life, I want to have, my exercise, the things that are important to me, my faith, my work, my home, contact with nature, whatever it is. A little bit of everything so that I can have a balanced life. So you need to do changes in your day-to-day lifestyle in order to achieve success in your business. Because I'm going to imagine that you are an LD1 today, or you're an LAP, you're new in this company, you just started your business, you just got a voucher and become a Lifestyle Advisor Plus with this amazing promotion we're running right now with the Build Assist for $1,000, right? And you have over $2,000 in value worth of product ready in your e-commerce shop to go buy, sell, and make profit. What are you willing to change so that this month and the next month and the next month and the following month become better and better and better? Because I find that a lot of times we are okay with what we have, and that's okay. If $1,000 extra a month is good for you, that's great. If it's 2,000, if it's 5,000, but like the more money I earn in my business, the more money I want, because I realize that this is something I can actually control and make it happen, right? If it's sales, then in this month I sold one family pack, then next month I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do, a little bit more and increase my target. But if I'm not willing to change that, maybe next month I don't even achieve the goal of selling a family pack. And I'm okay with that. So you just need to understand what it is that you're willing to change in your business on a monthly basis so that you can make that happen. Okay? So are you ready with pen and paper for our workshop? Are you ready? Okay, drum roll. I want you to write it down. Grab a piece of paper, because every single one of us on this call, actually on this world, we have 168 hours in 1 week. Okay? That's all we have. We don't have more than 168 hours. Agree? Perfect. So even the wealthiest, the richest, the owners of, these big, huge corporations and the CEOs, everybody has 168 hours. So we all start, remember our CEO Forensic Networker phrase that says, we all start at the same point. It's just that some of us choose not to stay there. Agree? So I want you to write down, because this is like my regular, I would say the most basic division of time, but I need you to put your time, okay? And then at the end, you're going to share with me the results of this workshop. So I have 168 hours a week. If you have a job and you're spending 40 hours, okay? 40 hours at your job because you're doing Opulence Global part-time, that's okay. You're using 8 hours per day, 5 days a week, you're utilizing 40 hours. So write down, job, if you do have a job, how many hours do you use in your daily basis for your job? Okay, in this case, I'm using 40. Okay, so write it down, because at the end, you're gonna do the math so that you know exactly how many hours you're investing in every single part of your lifestyle. And then we're gonna see how many hours each and every single one of you can actually put and work and plan for Opulence. Okay? Let's say you actually cook breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever it is, right? 1 hour per day. And I'm obviously using a little bit extra for the weekend. So I'm using 8 hours a week for cooking. Okay? I'm just using, as I said, the most basic aspects of our lifestyle. Maybe you don't cook. Maybe your partner cooks, but you help with the errands, washing the dishes or cleaning the house or whatever it is. Okay? So I put 8 hours. And 3 hours for laundry. Let's say it's on a Sunday. I used to do laundry on Sundays in Toronto because electricity was cheaper. Okay? But up to you. Maybe you do it Monday mornings or, Wednesday evening or whatever it is. So just write it down. How many hours do you spend on laundry? Maybe you don't do laundry because your mom does it. Okay, great. Then don't put it. Okay, I'm just using the very basics in order to show you how can you run a part-time business with Opulence Global. Even if you are the BC type of entrepreneur, okay? Now, transportation. Are you commuting to go to work, come back? If you have to go to the office, if you're still going to the office every day, most companies don't go to the office every day anymore. A lot of people are working from home. So I put 1 hour per day for commute and transportation. So I use 7 hours a week for transportation. Okay? This also includes, because maybe on the weekends, if you're using family time and you have time for transportation, then it's not part of transportation because it's part of family time. But I just wanted it to be super visual for you. Okay? So transportation, 7 hours a week. So write down how many hours you take on a daily basis for your transportation. And then hobbies. I'm imagining that you have a hobby that you go 3 times a week or 2 hours every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maybe you go to play tennis. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you go to the gym. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you go to a reading club or soccer. What is it? Okay? 6 hours a week I'm putting for hobbies. Okay, this is like the time that you have to maybe recreate. It could be time with your family. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just putting 2 hours. It could be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's up to you. Time for hobbies. Of course, sleeping. Okay? Part of having a balanced life is giving your body at least, right? 8 hours per day for sleeping. Maybe some of you do not sleep 8 hours per day. Maybe you do 7, maybe you do 6, whatever it looks for you. Put it in here. But I love to have my 8 hours of sleep. So 56 hours a week goes for my body to recharge and to sleep and to rest. Okay? And you can start sharing with me on the chat if you're putting more or less time for this, okay? Remember, there is no right or wrong. This is your time, your life, okay? This is for you. Of course, somebody like Renee would appreciate food time, right? We are foodies everywhere we go. We love to try different food. So I'm putting 3 hours per day for eating, assuming you take an hour for lunch, and then sometimes maybe if you're doing business meetings and you take 2 hours, maybe you don't do a long breakfast, you do like a 30-minute breakfast and a 30-minute dinner, whatever it looks for you. For example, in Mexico, we don't dine as we dine in Canada. In Mexico, we eat very, very strong and heavy at lunch, like at 2, 3 p.m., sometimes, 1 or 2 p.m. But a dinner is always like a coffee with a piece of bread or maybe a cereal or something more light. So we don't actually take time for dinner. But I'm still including 3 hours per day for eating. Sometimes if I have business meetings, my eating goes for 3 hours a day because I try to connect with my friends while I eat. So I use it for personal time, friend time at the same time that I'm eating, okay? So it could be 3 hours a day just for that time. And then maybe the next day I just skip it and it just takes me an hour. So it balances between the days, okay? But I'm just putting you here as an example, 3 hours per day. And of course, The most important aspect in my life is my family. So I'm putting 15 hours a week for my family. It could be 1 hour a day, right? After dinner. It could be movie time. It could be popcorn time. It could be coffee time. For me, Friday morning is my coffee day where I am going to sit down and have a coffee and talk. So it could be 1 hour a day. It could be 10 hours on a Saturday if I'm going for a picnic or if I'm going out. For example, last weekend I had a wedding with my cousins and my family. So we had to travel to another city. Of course, I was going to be investing a lot more than my 15 hours, but I still work in between my trip, okay? So family time, choose how many hours you're going to have. And of course, very important, your grooming. I would say 1 hour per day, that's 7 hours a week. If you're faster than me and you can do it in like 30 minutes, shower, hair, you know, getting your suit on, putting on your FERI, choosing your jewelries, shoes, everything. If you feel that you can do it in less than an hour, great. Then you can shorten that out, okay? But I usually use at least 1 hour per day for my grooming, okay? So imagine after all of this, I had already spent 163 hours. So before I go to the next, I want you to share with me your math. How many hours did you put for this? How many hours are you using already up to here? Just with your work, cooking, laundry, transportation, hobby, sleeping, eating, family time, and grooming. Share with me on the chat how many hours you're spending on a weekly basis, because this is your very basic, okay? Very, very basic. Share with me on the chat. Okay, is everybody making notes or everybody doing math? Because only with this, I have already spent 163 hours of my week. You're calculating, perfect, perfect, counting. I love it. Awesome, awesome, 162, great, Christine. That means you're saving an hour here and there. Making notes, great. So you can actually do this exercise later because we need, you know, another 5 minutes just so that our CEO can talk about something exciting. So if I was to follow this, Abdullah, you're at 160, yay! You have 3 more hours, oh my God. Because with this math, right, with this math, I would have 5 free hours to run my Opulence Global business, part-time. So even if you're a super busy person and you're taking a look at this class or this workshop, I want you to take this into consideration when you're speaking with top leaders, people that are super busy, executives that have a crazy agenda and they just can't seem to find time to fit anything else in their life. With this, Aranya, 155, wow, like you're not sleeping or what? 155, that means you would have 15 hours to run your Opulence Global business. So with 5 hours, what can I do with 5 hours? 2 hours for my tour, right? 2 hours for my tour on a weekly basis. It could be online. It could be inviting people to the tours that are already in our company, right? Or if you're in Toronto, Thailand, Philippines, Mexico, and you're coming to a weekly tour that is live, of course, it will take you 2 hours. Okay, so that you can bond. But then the other 3, I can use it for my follow-ups, for my sales, right? And for my prospects. Amazing, 161. Like, I love it. Adriana, it's great. Adriana, I know you have a very, very busy job. 161, you still have 7 hours to run your Opulence Global business part-time. All I need to know is, where am I accommodating this time? And by the way, this is something very cool I have for you today. When I'm teaching this, I love this. Exactly. I know you were going to add, you forgot to add the weekly tour, because the weekly tour is going to be a part of those 6-7 hours that you found in your week in order to show you. And today I promised you that I was going to share with you my week. Okay. And I got stuck. I don't know what happened. Let me stop sharing and share again. For some reason. Okay. So I want you to start thinking of those activities that you can delegate. Because if you want to see changes in your life, you need to make those changes in your life. You need to change first. So my first thing that I always share to entrepreneurs is get a housekeeper. Get a housekeeper. Get somebody to help you do those errands that it's easier for you to go out, sell one bottle of Fountain of Life, earn $50 and pay for the housekeeper. Okay? Perhaps instead of cooking every day and spending 7 hours a week on cooking, maybe you cook every Sunday, once a week, you prepare your dishes for the week, and then you're done for the week. I used to do this a lot when I was a corporate. I used to cook on Sundays, and then every morning I just put up my lunch, set up my lunch for the week, and then I'm done. Because I love cooking. Another tip, put your laundry while you're eating. Maybe on the weekend, while you're going to be, cleaning up your house, maybe you want to do the laundry as well. Okay, another tip, I used to call prospects at lunchtime. Now I have time for calling my prospects, but I used to call my prospects at lunchtime. So if you have a job and you still have to, fill up an agenda and a schedule for the company, then you have to find your spots where you can call your prospects. So if you have 1 hour lunch, at the time you're having your lunch, you can start calling your prospects, follow up with people, confirm your appointments for after work. I used to do all my appointments after work. Right? So I need to make sure that I am going to confirm with my prospect before I leave the office. So I can call my prospects at lunch. And then I can follow up every day. Now it's easier because it could be only a text message. 5 minutes before my call, I just text my customer and I said, is it okay if I call you in 5 minutes like we promised? Yes, call me. Perfect. I call. I do what I got to do, done, next, my next appointment. This way, I don't feel like I'm just, without guidance or without a path, okay? So now, I want you to take a look at my weekly planner just to close up this workshop. I open it from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then I color code, this is how it would look like. I call it my Mickey Mouse way. Because it is never exactly this way, but this is how I wanted to look at it. So I put my name on the top and my week of the year so that I can follow up with myself. And then the next year, I can even look at what happened last year on the same week. What was my activity? So I have my food time, which is in the mornings, where I'm going to spend more of my time, right? Then I have when I go to the gym, if I go to the gym in the morning or if I go to the gym in the evening, when is it in my schedule that I am planning for that to happen? And then in gray, I have my slots for work. All that you see in white is my Opulence time, is the time that I have destined to speak to customers, call to prospects, follow-ups, create new material, whatever it is. My training calls for Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. If I have, for example, sometimes we have a leadership call with our CEO, and it's going to happen on a Thursday or a Wednesday, then I have to move my agenda around, but I know I have the time allocation to do that. And then I have the time for my tours, which is time that I have already set up that I know it can coincide with Obdulia's agenda, for example, if we're doing the tour together in Spanish. So we know for sure we can put appointments over there. You can include your school time. Okay, if you go to school, if you're studying something, or you can also incorporate here your children's agenda. I would keep it separate, but I'm just giving you ideas, right? And then I love to go to soccer. So in purple, I have my soccer time, right? So I already have it allocated in my week so that I don't go crazy thinking, oh, okay, maybe it could change an hour. Sometimes it could be at 9, sometimes it could be at 10, it doesn't matter. My cleaning time, my commute time, because sometimes, you know, Wednesdays I stay a lot in my car because it's when I see my family and it takes me forever to go see them, so I commute. And then Saturday afternoon is my free time. Is a day that I just put it in yellow, but then I can decide if I'm going to go to a party, if I'm going to be with my cousins, and when I'm going to go out eat, right? Whatever it is, I put it on Saturdays. Then Sunday is my family time, and I have, you know, a couple of hours allocated every day. Church on Sundays, and of course, I included here, you can put somewhere in here your power hour that I spoke to you about earlier. Some of you might condense everything in 1 hour, some of you might do it separate, but I just want you to have the freedom. The more items you put on this planner, the more you will actually visualize whether you are making it up in the hours that you have chosen to build your business or not. Oh, and I'm missing here the black section. At 5 p.m. is when I do my phone calls, right? It's just on the bottom here. This is just an idea on how you can color code your week so that you can actually see clearly the slots that you have available to work your Opulence Global business. Before, if you are in a JOB from 9 to 5, for example, then everything will be in one color, and then you will only have lunchtime maybe to call your prospects. Your tours, maybe it's only on Wednesday. So if you're committed only to come every Wednesday in Toronto, then of course I'm going to make sure that the rest of the days, all I am doing is confirming people for Wednesday, because I want to come with 5 people on Wednesdays, because it's the only day I have committed to my business. So every agenda looks different, but I want you to feel the freedom that if your hours were beyond the 163 or the 165, the other day I did this with Mike, one of our new partners in Mexico, and his agenda was like 170 or 175. And I was like, oh, you're the first executive I know that runs on 28-hour days or 30-hour days, right? So sometimes, you know, we are guilty of that. But this is just to show you and to share with you how smart can we be when it comes to managing our time and making sure that we can accomplish our goals in the time that we have designated for our business. So with that, I hope that this training help you understand the visuals of how can I organize my day, how can I organize my week so that I can accomplish, based on time and money, my goals every single month. So with that, I'm going to open the microphones for you and, of course, our CEO that has some exciting news to share with all of us.
All right. Well done. Well done. Well done. It's fantastic. All right. So give us some love, everybody. Blow up the chats. Blow up the chats. We got people working really, really hard for you, giving them knowledge, lots of experience. There you go. There you go. Fantastic. The chat is blowing up. All right, so we got a few minutes. I'm going to talk about something. And you guys, how many of you guys have seen that crazy, again, everything is crazy, free worldwide shipping for VIP orders that came out yesterday? How many of you guys have seen that? That is the craziest thing. I got to tell you a story about that, but that's like a full training by itself.
Yes.
It's a crazy. It's a craziest thing. So I'm going to take you quickly through it, and what you guys need to do is actually to take maybe next Tuesday and actually train this properly. All right. So, what we need to do is that we need to make the business automatic. You want your customers to go to your website and buy products, and they will do it forever and ever and ever and ever as a long time. That's what you want to do. So, how do we promote that? Well, we come up with a crazy promotion. We have to make sure this happens, but we can't pay for it. But you guys have a massive pay for all of it. You guys have a massive retail profit. So here's what we're doing. Free worldwide shipping for VIPs for the month of December. This is a pilot program, right? For the month of December. But my target is make it maybe for the next year, maybe indefinite. Imagine offering free worldwide shipping for your customers. So now they can just place an order, get credit cards on there, and you get paid forever. And ever is a long time. So we're going to start with a pilot campaign. December 31st, it'll end. Orders over $250. So $250, it can't be a little thing. Orders over $250. What's going to happen is that it's going to generate 30%, 30% minimum to 37%. We're taking 7% of that, and we're going to allocate it towards the shipping, and we're going to subsidize some of it, subsidize some of it. And another reason why we do this is because we don't want the distributors now putting all these orders just to get free shipping. This is not for the distributors to get free shipping. This is for you to get a lot of customers. This is for you to go ahead and flaunt it. Tell everybody, hey, free shipping. This time of the year, people love to shop. Free shipping, I'll take it. That's better than Amazon's Prime or whatever it is, right? So here's why we got to do this. We got this, guys. We got this working for you. I'm telling you, there are some companies, because when I was on CEO Summit, I talked to some companies. I said, you know what? We should do this. They would say, we have, thousands of customers that we serve directly, the company, right? So, and to talk to distributors, we have distributors that got like 300 customers or 200 customers. Well, and these will buy directly from their company. And this is fantastic because on the company, it's real time. Like 99% of our orders here leave the same day, right? You want that type of service. Look what happens if we do this properly, guys, the pilot campaign, it's going to, but I like to make this permanent. If it works, we have to see what the cost is. Worldwide is a big place. But I'm willing to risk it for December and see what happens. You only have to worry about 7% for now. I'm going to subsidize the rest of it, but we'll see what happens. And the 7% is really off the retail profit, which, by the way, is way too beyond any other company already anyways. But we want to make sure you get look what happens. Look what happens when you stop delivering to your team, to your customers, and then let them order directly whenever they want. First of all, they get better service because they don't have to wait for you to call them, wait for you to deliver it, wait for you to place an order, wait for you to get to the home. You know what? That's not service, right? You want to make sure that they're ready, just like you. You want groceries, boom, place an order, go get it, whatever. You want to make sure that they have full control, not waiting for you. Oh, I wonder if he's available, if he's in town, if he can, or what's his number. No, get them in, let them place an order. It's free shipping, right? So now they like it, and you don't have to drive, none of that. You call, hey, get your order, perfect, fantastic. So the first thing, better service on retail. Second, high retention on retail clients. Because again, we run to people all the time. People say, yeah, I don't know who sold me the bottle, or my person who sold me the bottle no longer doing this. We had somebody in Europe calling us, says, look, I've been using yours for a couple of years. I'm buying for another lady for another country. They're out of business. They're out of product. They're not in business. So where do I get this? I need this. My life depends on this product. So this is the type of calls. And again, this person should have been directly with us to begin with, and we keep sending out the check. Well, here's what happens. Had that lady done that, she'd have to worry about importing the product in that country and deliver it to another country. Guess what? She'd still be making a check. The reason why she's no longer making the business, not making a check, is because she was ordering the product, then shipping it to another country, going through some custom issues, and she says, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. But had she done it directly with the company, she just got a paycheck every Tuesday, right? So this is what you want done. So second, better retention. Third, you accumulate VIP rewards. See, when they accumulate VIP rewards, it's free product. So they can't get that getting it from you, right? You should connect them, this extra bonus that we give them. And you know how it is. You got points card. Like you always want to use that same card. There's airline, gasoline, whatever, right? Because you want to gain more points. And when people keep collecting points, they never stop. They're building bond. Now they got too much in it. Now they have things that are worth of value. When you deliver the product, they're not getting anything. Let us give them. Now they're logging in. Now by logging in, they're seeing other products. Next thing you know, they're buying more stuff just because they have a back office. They're talking to our people. Our people, hey, have you tried this yet? Oh no, I haven't. Here you go. Upsell. You make money. It makes a lot. It just makes sense. Let the company deal with them directly. Next, accumulate VIP rewards. We talk about that. Of course, they buy more when they get VIP rewards, and they get recognized, right? Because this, loyalty program. Now they're going to get free stuff. We recognize them. We may even fly them to Toronto, depending on how much they buy. So when you recognize people, they buy more. So again, guys, like it just makes we have incredible programs that you have to use. Not only that, now they start to learn about the affiliate program. Because on a VIP, hey, I got all these rewards. How cool is that? Free shipping. It's I want to try that product. Here, free product, free rewards, free shipping. Great. So now that new VIP gets free products, free shipping. The VIP that refer them, they get affiliate rewards, 10% on everything they buy. It goes to the other VIP. You get all the money. And we're doing all of this. These programs are already in place. So when people are directly attached to the company, they realize about the rewards program. They realize about the affiliate program. They can imagine this. You deliver the product to them, fine. It's all the hassle. You make money. But if they do it themselves, they can bring 10 other people in automatically. They all get free shipping, free rewards. You get a lot of checks, right? So it makes a lot of sense, guys. We have to make this pilot project work. If the pilot project campaign doesn't work, or I lose a lot of money because the world is a very large place, then it can't work. But at least for December, we're going to give it a real big shot, guys. I want to see you, and I have a target for you for 2026 in a minute. So, better service, higher retention. You accumulate VIP rewards. They buy more. They promote VIP affiliate rewards. They get you more clients. Accumulate VIP sales online and explode your retail profits in your wallet. This is an online sale. All the money is going into your wallet. Of course, it's fantastic because as long as it's in your wallet, right, it's there. It's not taxable. You haven't really put it out. Also, now you can show it. You can show that new person. Look at all my retail profits, right? We used to do that in my days. We used to actually get a bank account, print it. Those bank, may have those books you had from the bank, print all the profits. So again, you can build your online sales. Remember, online can explode exponentially. You delivering, cannot. So explodes your online sales, explodes your retail profits. Next, increase PGV. When people place an order online, it's personal group volume for you, right? So then, and also it's BQV. So you gain BQV, you gain PGV. You're not going to get that by delivering products, guys. All right? BQV is the people that you personally bring in, that they buy, what you buy, what you sell, what you upgrade. So again, BQV, what's that important? Well, it's important for a lot of things. MGRS, right? So now when people are buying directly, you're getting more of those type of things that you need for the comp plan. You get faster MGRS, right? Because you got more BQV. You don't get that delivering products. You have higher cycles. Because now when people place an order, right? You're getting retail profit, you're getting the BQV, You get a high weekly income caps too, because your income cap, again, it has to do with your BQV and PGV. It helps so many different places, guys. So imagine you go out there, and I've seen this a few times. I got 200 customers placing order. You know, we had 200 customers placing an order online because they told each other, because of the rewards program and the affiliate program. Hey, I get free product, 10% of everything my friends buy. Okay, I'm going to tell everybody, right? This is affiliate program. Amazon became who they are because of affiliate program. So get 200 customers on that. You know, just about one item. One item could be one FOL, one collagen, just one item. Could be $100 gift card, right? It could be all of it all, but let's just one item. That's like $6,000 a month. $6,000 a month. Pretty damn good income. One customer, yeah, if you bought two items, collagen, FOL, I don't know, $200 gift card, right? That's $12,000 a month, plus the comp plan. We haven't talked about the comp plan yet, right? The 6,000 is just retail. We haven't talked about the comp plan. So I'm thinking, how do we get our cost? Because we have such strong rewards program, and the products that we have, you guys can each have hundreds of customers. If you understood it, learn it, and start promoting it. We have shop.opulence.com. It's click and buy. It's simple. It's not your back office. It's not complicated. It's not your website. You shop.opulence.com, use the name. You send that out. They click, they buy. It becomes personal volume for you, retail profit, all the cool stuff. Everything I talked about, the company supports them. They get royalty rewards. They get affiliate. You accumulate customers. You know, set yourself a target. It's not about retirement. Next 5 years, I'm going to accumulate 200 customers to buy one item, or 100 customers to buy two items, or I don't know, 65 customers to buy 3 items. And some months like Christmas or anniversaries, or not necessarily on Valentine's, Mother's Day, the gift card, right? That's like 6,000 a month plus the comp plan, guys. Plus the comp plan. All because we have online systems that prompts people to buy more and to recommend more. So this thing went on yesterday. We got free worldwide shipping as of yesterday. It has to be $250 because no people just, oh, ball of FOL. You know, we don't want to kill this, right? Every company that offers some type of shipping rebate or free shipping has to be over a certain amount, because otherwise it just doesn't make any sense. For us, it's $250, and this time of the year, you should be selling a ton of this. Hey, free shipping. They can go and order 5 gift cards, right? $50 each, right? They don't actually, you know, we send it to them, and the point is that they can buy $250. It's easy to do $250. They can buy shoes, whatever it is. They get free shipping, and now they're on your website. They see everything else you sell. Now there's a lot of conversations going on. You talk about the royalty program. You tell them, if you talk to friends and family, share their experience. They get affiliate program. Next thing you know, you're getting faster cycles. You get MGRS. You're getting your weekly caps and go up even higher. You know, all that cool stuff. You have lots of money flowing into e-wallet because they're telling each other. Next thing you know, you got a few hundred customers. Next thing you know, you're making 10,000 a month plus the comp plan. So you guys know you can sell products. We're telling you, if you do it yourself, none of this happens, right? Right? Not because you have to deliver it, and you know they have to wait for you. Let people think that they have to wait for you. And let's face it, you guys, very few people are disciplined to actually call 2-3 times during the month to make sure that they're using the product and the experience, and you're not doing that. If they're in the VIP system, they're getting emails from us, right? They can call us directly. They can place an order. When they call us, our people usually sell them at least a second and third item, maybe a bigger package, right? So, team, set the target for yourself, 200 customers, go for 2026, 6,000 a month plus the comp plan. I think it's amazing. And as a company, we love that because we'll give you the money, and we deal with the customers, we service them, we answer the questions, and we know that everyone is well serviced. With that, I think you guys should take this one day, Renee, and what I just wrote here, and just train it soon. Like, I'm going to do a video tonight. You guys should all do video about these points. Free worldwide shipping. What happens when people actually order it direct, then waiting for you to deliver it? It's a world of difference between the two. Anyways, back to you.
Well, thank you for that, Ramin. You never cease to amaze and surprise us with more tools that we can use to further our businesses. So thank you once again, and not to take anything away from Daniela and her chat on time management, and gave us I think a lot of things to think about and how we spend our time during the week and how we can better manage our time throughout the week. So thank you, Daniela. I got a couple, 3 pages of notes and got to figure out how to better manage my time. So thank you both for tonight's talk. And as we say, good night, good evening, and good morning to everybody. One team, one dream, one system, building the billion. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing everyone on the next call.